Part of the success formula for having that memorable trout fly fishing day is to have effective flies. In my career, I've had the good fortune of being able to fish the entirety of the western United States, British Columbia, and Alberta. During that time, I've developed my favorites. Today, what I want to do is share with you 6 of my top flies for catching trout. Stay tuned. To successfully fish rivers and streams, the fly angler must have flies that allow them to fish in the 3 general portions of the water column where fish will take a fly. So we're talking about flies that float to be fished in the surface, flies that are fished in the midwater column, and finally those flies that are fished near the stream bottom. So what I'm going to do is talk to you about my 2 favorite dry flies for fishing the surface, my 2 favorite midwater wet flies, and finally my 2 favorite nymphs. Let's get started.
Starting with the surface flies first, it's the parachute Adams. Has a low profile, sits low on the water, but still floats very, very well. The white post makes it very highly visible to the fishermen so they can see the strike. The second surface fly is the stimulator. This fly has a profile suggesting that of a caddis or a stonefly. It's also just attractive by itself, whether the caddis or stoneflies are hatching. Its hair, wing, and tail make it an excellent floater. As for the midwater column, the first of the 2 wet flies is the beadhead soft tackle. It's a generically named fly. Body color isn't so important, but the profile and the bead on the head make it a very attractive fly for swimming organisms or hatching insects. Next we have the woolly bugger. I use the new age chenille, a sparkle chenille in the body. It seems to add a little bit of attractiveness. I'm partial towards it. Black is basic, but olive and brown are excellent. Then the flies to be fished along the bottom. The flashback hare's ear, a variation on a fly that's been around for more than 100 years, an excellent nymph. It's a generalized profile, impressionistic, covers a lot of bases. And lastly, we have the beadhead prince, my go-to fly. When I get in trouble, having trouble figuring out the fish, this is the fly to try. You can fish it without a bead. I happen to prefer the bead a little bit. Helps sink the fly, adds a little visual attractiveness. And there you have it, my top 6. Good luck if you try these. Have a fly fishing question? Go to gormanflyfishing.com. At the bottom of each page on the website is my email address. Contact me via email to ask your question, and I will answer it. Your question may be selected to be answered by a video I create. With your permission, I will reference you in the video by your full name and the city or town in which you live. By buying my books, I'll be able to buy more snacks for my little cats. They appreciate it. Don't you girls? Don't you girls? Look at those sweet little faces.